So, if you guys remember a certain household way back in the day called, well, basically the New Frontier house, where it used to be this current household that I had that was mainly just going to be like a little house that I play with for like a little bit, then get bored. You know the whole thing. You play for a house for a while, and then you get sick of everything and everyone in it, so you just leave it, never come back to it, and it collects dust in your PC somewhere or on a flash drive, whatever works for you. But then what ends up happening, especially with the New Frontier house, is that it expanded, it exploded into something huge. I've had several houses involved in it, and well, it was just a whole mosh pit of drama, shit, you name it. It just exploded into something huge. It happened again, but with the new current household that I was working on. Now, originally, I was just gonna keep it again with one household with, well, the three main characters, which was Harlow, Hunter, and Lily. It was just supposed to be these three. That's it, nothing more. But as I have stated, I think, many times in the two previous current households that are really old and outdated at this point, it exploded into something huge, and now here we are back again with a thousands of households that we need to go over and a whole bunch of things that we need to go over. Because once again, how long has it been since the last video editing me? I'd say about 4 months. A little too overdue there. Yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a little too long. And here's the thing. I have been wanting to get this updated for months now, but problems arise and scheduling conflicts and forgetting to fucking get this over with happened over and over again. And here we are, it's August. By the time you guys see this, it's probably gonna be September if I'm guessing right. It's been a bit. I'm sorry. And with that, I will say this is the last time I'm doing this. For now on, if I need to update this household because I want to, it's going to be clips of if I record it, whether or not I'm in a call or not, whatever. That's what's going to be. Instead of me waiting to do this for months on end and then, yeah, it goes wrong and we have too much shit to go over. And to prepare you ahead of time, we have 5 to go over. Yes, you heard me correct. 5. Remember when it was just 2 in the last one? We have 5 to go over. It's exploded into something that I far more than I thought it would go to. And when I got back into Sims after going into a massive burnout for a little bit, I played it a lot, and, wow, we got some shit to explain. So what we're going to be doing for this video is going through each household, explaining what the fuck happened, and moving on. And just moving on from this whole train wreck, because there's some tea, there's some drama, there's a lot of babies, a lot more babies than when we last left off. But if you know me, and you know my channel, and you know my Sims, are you surprised? Because you shouldn't be, especially with one household, but again, we'll get into that later. And as with the last 2 current households, North is also here to explain what the fuck has happened, because he's been here, also been getting the feedback, well, even when I'm not in a call with him, and we're both going to be here for the one last time we're doing this, at least live. If I ever do this again, it's going to be just edited, recorded footage previously, because at this point, I should just record everything that happens, because I'm tired of explaining it. So much shit happens every time I open this save file, it's ridiculous. So, without further ado, let's just get started into the mayhem. So obviously, if you remember correctly, we first start off with Harlow and Hunter, and I think it was originally their 4 kids. Now, obviously, the 2 oldest, Ellie and Tim, are both moved out, and yes, as you can see, they both have had kids, because it's been that long since we've left off. They both have had kids. I think they're both boys? Yeah. So, they both have had a kid, and obviously we knew about Elijah, which was was their youngest. As you can see, that also has changed, because it happened when I was playing with them, and they did a rescue woohoo in, I think it was closet, and what happened was, I didn't notice it because Harlow didn't show any signs, but I think I was going to age up Elijah, and I noticed that Harlow wasn't able to age up, and I'm like, that's suspicious. So then because when you have a pregnant sim, they can't go to university, so I clicked on it, and it said, I'll insert the image here, Harlow Cratchit is pregnant. And of course I freaked out because I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I wanted her to stop at the 3 because originally she only has 2 in the story, but then she had Little Miss Rory, aka our black sheep of the family, because she has the opposites of all of her siblings. I can't even get a good look at her because she's
She doesn't want to be seen.
she wants to be away. She doesn't want to be involved in this
She
shit.
wants to be anonymous.
She's like,
No, I don't want to be here. No, I'm not here.
what was I trying to say? Yeah, you know how all the other 3 kids have basically the same pattern, the black hair and the brown eyes, but she got the exact opposite. She has the brown hair and the purple eyes, so she's the little oddball with terms of looks, and she's cute, and I saw what she looks like when she's older, and she's pretty gorgeous. So sure, I'm okay with that, but at the same time, I wish Harlow Hunter stopped. Luckily, since they have grandchildren, I have a cap now. They won't be doing any risky woohoos because, yeah, and if they initiate them, got to stop it because I don't want any more Cratchit babies. They're gone. Done. Done is the day of this fucking family having babies because we just. Case in point, y'all need to stop. And they have a cat, Fester, who's their little kitty, and he's a little bit. Actually, did I not even? Oh, is he have like yellow eyes? I think they're yellow, brown, whatever. He's cute. And nothing really has gone on with Elijah. I'm trying to work out his personality. He's bi, if I remember correctly. We were trying to get him with someone, but the one girl I wanted him to get with was lesbian. And then we have this girl who's very fucking ugly.
Which one? The one with the hat?
Jaquita, or whatever the fuck her name is. This girl's an adult, so we can't go with her, obviously. Yeah, but yeah, Jaquita Hick. Yep, that's her name. She's the only option that frickin' Elijah has because the other girl that was his age group was gay, so obviously we can't get him with her, and all the guys, as far as I know, are straight, so he couldn't get with them either. So even if he's bi, he still doesn't have any options to fucking go for. So I'm just, when in doubt, I guess we have to give this chick plastic surgery. I don't know what else to say. Also, why her name? Chiquita. It's probably Spanish for something, and I don't want to be offensive, so we're just not going to even make fun of her name. We're just going to move on from that. And that's all that happens, really, in this household. Again, both the other kids have moved out, so any information on them is going to be in their household. And I don't know what these 2 are up to right now. They're probably on a date, if I had to guess. Yeah, because Harlow's here with a very sexy dress, and Hunter's in here. Yeah, they're probably going to get her. Yeah, probably. She always wants to get laid. Her and Hunter are always, again, going at it. That's why they have 4 kids.
Some condoms, too.
They're gonna have to because, again, they're done having kids. I'm making that clear. Because, well...
Yeah, that's why he's in there getting condoms. For once.
Fair enough. Alright. This is the least amount of explaining I have to do for this, because they've been the most chill.
By the way, did we mention that Hunter is a vampire now?
Oh yeah, right. Forgot to explain that. Yes, if you remember correctly, last time he was a human, but North gave me this amazing idea of,
hey, what if he gets turned because he's like on the brink of passing away?
So,
and that's when I decided to say, hey, turn Hunter into a vampire.
So then he's a vampire, and now he won't die.
He will never die.
Hunter doesn't get to die. We don't have to worry about seeing him croak. So, at least.
Yeah, no.
I honestly forgot to mention that fact. I forgot that he was human last time we updated it. See? It's been too long. I forget shit. Either way, what were we trying to say? Right, we're gonna go over to the lesbians that are Lily and Reagan, and we're gonna show what the fuck's been going on. Yep.
Oh my god!
Yeah! Alright, guys, so as you can see, it's a full bar.
I am surprised about this.
Yeah, so these 2 chuckle fucks over here, Lily and Reagan, decided,
Hey, Z, fuck you.
We're gonna pop out many girls, because all they had was girls. So, originally where we left off was with the twins, which is Penelope and Colton, and they were babies. And they wanted another one, because technically they have 3 in the canon universe. So they had Sable, which is their last in canon and 3rd child. And that's where I thought they were going to stop at, but then they had a risky woohoo, and yeah, it was Reagan that got pregnant. And they had...
Got 3 more.
Yeah, and then they had Piper, which is, again, what I thought was going to be the last kid. But I kid you not even 24 hours later, they risky woohoo, and Lily's pregnant. Lily got pregnant. Literally not even 24 hours later, she's like, boop, pregnant. And of course, what does the game decide to fucking shove at me? Besides the pregnancy? Twins. Again. I didn't even plan it this time. The game just gave it to me. Because, why? Just fuck me, I guess. Because, yeah, I don't deserve to be insane when playing this. So then they had Sylvia and Clover, which is their last, hopefully, the last kids these two have. They don't have a cap right now because their oldest are still teenagers. Unless they accidentally have a pregnancy. I don't know, but I mean, I don't want that to happen regardless because what the fuck? But they do not encourage them having more.
I'm not encouraging. I'm stating.
Either way, well, Penelope has a love interest at the moment, Raymond. But I don't. Again, let's avoid.
Oh! What is that hairdo?
Yeah, I do. I don't know, and we're not gonna ask. He's a hopeless romantic. Yeah, you picked a good one, buddy, didn't you?
Yeah, let's leave the Penelope's love life for now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Colton's still single, but he might. Oh, I know. That's an adult. Never mind. I was about to say, well, who's this lady? But no, she's not your age range. Yeah. Other than that, they just kept popping out fucking babies. And if I'm gonna show off the I'm sure I'll edit it in, but I'm gonna show off the fucking sheet that I have of them because I had to make that because it got to this point. And if you just compare it to the other 4 households, their fucking line is ridiculously long because, again, well, like it is in the game, it's too much. So, and I had to move them. I was originally going to swap households, but because I couldn't move them into the original household, apparently, for some reason, they're in this giant mansion because, again, 6 kids. 6 fucking kids with these two. I can't even fathom it. It's insane. It's ridiculous. I wish the baby factor would just stop.
Might as well have a big house when you have so many kids.
Yeah, they have, again, 6. 5 out of 6 of them are girls, might add. That's a lot of girls. The only guy is Colton in this house, which is... I feel bad for him, to be honest. He's surrounded by females. He's probably gonna be like, why? Which I don't blame him. Like...
I know that feeling. I have fucking 6 sisters.
Yeah, North can relate to it by experience. So, yeah, and when you look at the fucking family tree at this rate, this is a lot of kids. Hunter, actually, well, Hunter didn't make half of these kids, but if you just click on this, it's gone out of control. And I'm regretting going back to this house because if when I do, I'm gonna pull out all my hair. I'm gonna be bald by the end of the fucking time of me playing it. I don't think anything else has happened, but yeah, that's just how that's happened. And there's also a little bit of a thing that's been going on. Lily and Hunter have been going on quote-unquote dates, but they haven't done anything as far as I know. They may be doing something behind my back that I don't know about. They might be flirting. We may never know. Right, Lily? We may never know. They may be flirting. They may be cheating. They aren't romantic interests, so they're just really good friends.
I was gonna say that I'm looking at you too, Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He is my character. Everyone else's characters, that's C's work.
Yeah.
I just made Hunter, and all this just collapsed on me.
Look, okay, so basically, North gave me the idea of Hunter and Harlow to begin with. But when my autistic ass brain gets fixated on something, I go a little too much and too far into it, and this is why like half these characters are here because I decided, hey, you exist now. Well, I guess basically these two kind of just came to a fruition because why not? Also, they look really good in their outfits.
Yeah, they look pretty.
Hot as fuck. Still fuck you too either way because of the amount of babies you kept getting me. But either way, that's all I have to explain for these two. So next up, we're going over to Ellie's house, I believe. So let's head over there.
I was just about to suggest that.
Alright, so we are here with Ellie. As you know, she wasn't moved out, but she was with somebody. Well, if everything would load. Okay, thank you. That'd be great. So also, I don't know why I think went through a weight loss journey and now she looks skinny. Last time we saw her, she was pretty on the heavier side, which I was like kind of vibing with because I was like, hey, body positivity, but she decided I wasn't happy with it, so I decided to lose weight, which is, you know what, if that's what you want to do, I ain't judging. But last time we left off with her, she was living with her parents still, but she was with a guy named Stuart Hyde, but now they're married, and they recently had a kid, Lance. Actually, where's the baby? Okay, there's the baby. I'm like, where's the child? But yeah, that's their son, and as far as I know, that's all that's happened. Well, I've been working on Stuart in his horse riding stuff with Mr. Junior, which is his horse. Good old Junior.
Junior's stinky.
And he smelled like shit, yeah, apparently. Hey, Stuart, I want to go brush him at some point, but...
Go make him clean. Also, that's the saddest nursery I've ever seen.
Okay, I didn't add anything because...
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I put wallpaper on it at a house.
All I could see was just brown outline because it has that, like, I don't know, what do you call it when you can see through rooms?
I don't know. The interior of it? Like the interior of I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, I only saw, like, the lower part of it.
Yeah, but yeah, I did make his room because he likes pink. And that's the same with Tim's kid. Tim's kid also likes pink. So both of these boys love pink, which honestly kind of here for that. I'm like, liking the vibe. Other than that, they've probably been like the most wholesome and chillest couple because, well, they haven't been popping out babies like left, right, and center. Well, because they've done a few risky moves, but none of them like have succeeded. But Ellie wanted a baby, so that's why they have their child to begin with. And yeah, she really wanted one, so I'm like, fine, you can get the baby as long as you don't go overboard with it, like, you know, the other two, those two that we just mentioned. Just don't do that, and it's fine. Like, if you just don't do that, Ellie, we are not gonna worry about it. If you do that, I'm gonna have to kill you, but Aunt Stuart, he's not out of the question either, might I add, because takes two to make a baby.
Also, the reason why Ellie's hair is shorter, is story reasons. Wanna explain that to us, babe?
Well, she's had short hair since she aged up to an adult in the game, but she... Okay, so in the story, I did something really horrible. I killed off Stuart. He's not dead before you all get your pitchforks out and fucking attack me. He's not dead in the Sims because I'm not that evil. But in the story, yes, he dies. It's a whole thing. If you already know, Penelope's evil, so that's a whole can of worms. So he died, and she kind of went. Ellie kind of spiraled because of that, and that's where her hair became short. But yeah, it has been short in the game since she aged up because I liked her with short hair, and I still do. I think when she was a teenager, it was a lot longer, but then I made it short when she aged up. Like I said.
Did she have ponytails once?
Did she? She had pigtails, I think. I could probably put a picture of her when she's a teenager. She probably had pigtails. So, yeah. Either way.
You did a drawing once.
Did I? Oh, I did. Yeah, you're right. I draw so much I kind of forget, but...
Yeah, but here it is, up on screen.
Here it is, presented here. Alright, I think that's all we have to say for them, because, again, they have been another tame house as of right now. Again, I got so traumatized with what happened with Lillian Reagan's house that I'm just like, yeah, anything else is fine. I don't care. Just don't pop out babies many babies at a time, like, you're just firing off like a cannon, like, just stop it. If that doesn't happen, then we're fine. So... yeah, don't do that. Either way, we're gonna move on to, well, Tim's house, so we're gonna head over to there real quickie. Alright, so, Tim, can you load up, please?
Yeah, Tim,
thank you.
stop
With
being
his new facial hair, because he's, of course, an adult now. Last time we saw him, I think he was a teen? Yeah, he was a teen. I remember that. And I don't know if him and Lane were together. I think they were. Obviously, they are together, and they had a whoopsie because in the story, they were a lot younger than. A disclaimer: they were a lot younger in the story than they are here. They had a teen pregnancy. Oopsie, their shit got her knocked up because, well, Tim, you follow in your father's footsteps with not using your protection.
And then he got thrown out.
Yeah, oh yeah, and Lane, in the story, Lane's family, if you don't know Lane, no, yeah, Lane's a vampire, by the way. I kid you not. We'll talk about that before we get into that. Lane literally got turned into a vampire out of fucking nowhere. I was playing with, I think, Ellie and Stuart when I figured it out. I saw that she looked paler, and like you know when you get the pop-ups up here, I saw her, and she looked paler. I'm like, why does she look like that? Next thing you know, I go into the fucking relationships tab, and she has the line around her, and the like the aura, like, you know, the whole purplish aura that shows they're a vampire. I saw that, and I freaked out. I was like, first off, why did she become a vampire without me knowing? Second, who did it? I'm thinking it was Tim, because who else would have turned her? Or them. They go by damn pronouns because they're not binary. It obviously was Tim, because who else would have fucking turned them? Like, it makes no sense if some random stranger's just like, hey, I'm gonna come. It's gotta be Tim. Tim was probably getting a little too frisky in bed and bit them. And that's how Lane's a vampire. So, yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, back to Lane's, like, backstory purposes. Lane in the story has a very religious household. Like, you know, the whole type, like, they're really, you know, big on that stuff. And of course, they're like the whole don't have sex before marriage. Obviously, Lane was not following that rule and got pregnant and got kicked out. And thus, in the story, was living with Harlow and Hunter, which is Tim's parents, until obviously they moved out. So, but it's okay. Fuck Lane's family. Obviously, I know they have a good relationship with the game, at least with yeah, those are her parents. Either way. They have a good relationship with the game, but in the story, no, because they did kick them out and basically said, fuck you, we're disowning you. And obviously, then Harlow and Hunter were like, you can come stay with us because we aren't horrible people. Because either way, yeah, they had their son Percy, which is basically a spitting image of his mom, really, because he looks a lot like Lane. He has Tim's hair, but he looks a lot like his mom, to be honest. But I'm here for that. He's playing. Yeah, they had him. They also have.
He likes pink too.
Wait, what?
He likes pink too.
Oh yeah, he's as I stated previously, he likes hot pink, like his cousin. So the cousins will be rocking pink together. And they also have two animals: Momo, the cat, which I think was Lane's a cat originally, and then I had them adopt another pet, which is Chester, the little old dog that he is, because I've been on a hunt for Tiberium because they live in a horribly small house, and I'm thinking like they need to expand at some point. So we're gonna be on the hunt for that. And Chester, he's old as hell, but he's a hunter, so we're gonna make his last few days worthy, and then when we get that house, we'll keep in his honor when he does eventually pass. So
We'll make a shrine out for him.
yeah, you know, give him a good old life, because old pups and cats deserve the life being adopted too, not just the babies. So
Damn, he's hairy.
yeah, well, Hunter is too. If you guys know, Hunter has a whole beard, so obviously Tim was gonna get some of that from his father, obviously. So though he doesn't keep the beard. I had a thing where if once he gets like a little stubble, he does shave it off because he's like, not feeling it. No, it's fine. Some people don't want to keep it. I don't know. I'm not a guy, so don't ask me. So either way.
Some people would like a beard, and some people are just, no, remove it. They think it looks disgusting or whatever.
Yeah. It really depends on the guy. Again, I can't say. So I'm not going to put my opinion on it. And I think the plan for these two was to get them married, but I have one more household to discuss. And I know, I mentioned them in the building video, which I don't know if it's going to be out it should be before I get this video out. mention them. They are a couple, and we're gonna get into them now because why would I describe them before we get into their house? Because that makes no fucking sense. So we're gonna
Let's get to them.
zoom. All right, so if you remember the building video, I actually built their house from the ground up, and obviously that video is a clusterfuck of shit because, well, let's just say North and I get put at odds when making a house. That's all I'm gonna add. You can figure that out by watching the video. I'm not explaining it, but let's just say it put North and I at very much big odds because I'm terrible at directions, but either way. Either way, yes, this is the couple that I was talking about during the video, which was Eden and Scarlet. They are both villains. Well, they were villains in the story. And they had a very off and on relationship. Like, they'd be together, or quote unquote, they kind of hooked up mainly. They weren't really together. And then something would happen. Scarlet backstabbed Eden. They both broke up. Then they got back together, hooked up again, and yeah. And thus they had a child. This is Ruby. If I can see her. Yeah, Scarlet, your ass is in the way. This is their child, Ruby, that they had because of one of those hookups. Actually, it was a drunken hookup because, well, they got a little too wasted, both of yous, and they decided, hey, we're gonna go fuck because yes. And then, yeah, Scarlet got pregnant, and then they had Ruby. And then they decided, hey, let's be serious and get married. So then that's why they're together and married. And oh, I forgot that they had a relationship. Wait, hold up. Lily, alright, did I mention Lily and Eden used to be a thing in the story? So that's why it's kind of like, ooh, tea. And also, besides Lily, that's his boss. That's even worse than, oh my god. So, the context behind this is that Eden kind of flirted with this woman. Well, in front of Scarlet, might I add. Didn't know this was his boss. Now it's even worse than I thought it would be. So basically, he's cheating on Scarlet with his boss. I know they're just friends, but he did flirt in Scarlet's presence. And Scarlet was, well, obviously 100% not okay with that because what the fuck? Like, Eden. No.
Don't.
He's also really good friends with both of his cars. Why is he have a better relationship with the cars than he does with his own wife and child, might I add. Especially Ruby.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, those kind of people actually exist.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Z put up a picture of the guy that has
No, I know what you're referring to, and I'm not putting a picture of it up. No.
None of him doing the act, just...
Well, no, I know what you're talking about, but still, I'm not searching that up. So, no.
Okay, fair enough. Also, Eden looks like he's sniffing his own fingers, and he's enjoying it.
Okay, fine. Is that better for you? He's not sniffing his own hand, like... Hand. It smells like cologne.
Now it looks like he's ready to bitch slap one.
Probably me, because I've been talking shit about him. Well, you're the one that's hooking up with your own boss over your own wife. So, do you really expect you to not talk shit? Because you're kind of, you're gonna get a divorce if you continue doing this with your own fucking boss. You know? Yeah? I know you don't care, but I'm just telling you.
What's done in the dark will be brought to the light, you know?
Yeah, and I'm gonna remind you and everyone, he flirted with this woman in front of Scarlet. Scarlet was there, in the presence, when he did that. He doesn't give two shits, clearly. So y'all thought, Hunter and Lily being kind of weird was bad? They didn't even flirt. All they do when they go on dates, quote unquote, is just hang out or, like, talk. They don't, like, initiate flirts with each other, which is good because... Yeah, why would they do that? They've both been in long-term relationships that have millions of kids with their current spouses, so, yeah. If Eden were to do it, it'd be, I guess, less of an issue because he only has the one kid, but it's still kind of fucked up because he just blatantly did it with Scarlet being in the same room as him, so I'm thinking, like, if he doesn't give a fuck then, would he give a fuck later? Probably not. If that's the case, they'll get divorced, maybe then he will try to go after Lily, but that's up to Lily to... reciprocate?
Lily's still in a relationship, though.
Yeah, so... I know. That's why I'm saying it's up to Lily to let that happen. If she's like, no, then it's not gonna go further. Because Lily knows better. At least she should know better. I know her and Hunter have been kind of being a little sus, but she should know at least good enough not to fuck around again with another guy. Let's be realistic here. At least she knows better. At least for what I've seen, she does. That could be wrong, and she could end up, her and Hunter could end up flirting with each other. And again, I don't know. I could not know about it. They could be doing it behind closed doors without me knowing. We don't know. But as far as I've seen, they haven't done anything suspicious. So, I think that's all I have to say for the household. But yeah, it's been a whole clusterfuck of madness, especially with the certain few individuals and household, because, as you can see, there are twice the amount of kids we had when I last left off. When we last left off, I think there was only the 5. And now we have, what, like, a lot more than that? Like, there's, 6, 7, well, 3 more that actually 4 more that Lily and Reagan popped out. There's probably about 10 or more at this rate. It's a lot of kids. And there might be more in the future. You never know. Somebody could get pregnant from Risky Woohoo. Someone could want more babies. You never know what could happen. Well, these two might not have anymore, because I'm going to assume at one point the relationship is going to be dunked into the ground and bury itself because Eden fucks over. Actually, Scarlet might even cheat. We never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's up to the game to decide. Or if I feel evil. We'll see. But most of the time it's up to the game. I don't feel evil in this part, but yeah. But if I do update this again, it's not going to be like in this format, because as you can see, I have to update so much that it's almost 35 minutes long. And I like these to be short and simple and sweet and not all over the fucking place. So hopefully you understood the concept of it all. If not, I'm sorry. I've tried my best to explain it.
And I hope you liked my colorful commentary.
Well, I mean, if they came back the 3rd time, I'm sure they do. So, and not only that, but with the other videos that you've been in. So I'm sure they enjoy your presence as much as I do. Maybe not as much as I do, but at least enough that you get the point. But yeah, this is the last time I am doing this, and whenever another Current Household video comes along, it's not gonna be with them. I might put up, like, highlight clips, maybe, because knowing this fucking family, actually, not even families, it's 5 families I have to go through. With this save file, it's gonna get even crazier at some point. And again, I have to do with Lil and Reagan's houses. That's just enough shenanigans to deal with alone. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys enjoy this fucking, I don't even know. We'll see. If I watch this back and I'm looking at it like this is horrible, I'm gonna apologize profusely editing. Editing means to be like looking at it like, oh, lovely. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So hope you enjoyed this clusterfuck of a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.